everyone. Today we're going to talk about the 1998 Major League Baseball season and the home run chase. ESPN has a documentary coming out on June 14th called Long Gone Summer. It's all about Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa and their pursuit of the single-season home run record. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to talk about that 1998 season, break things down, hopefully give you some new information, new background on that season and why it was so special. I'm going to break things down into different episodes, and this first episode is going to be the background before the season started and why everyone thought this could be a special year. So the first thing that you have to know about this record is Babe Ruth's name is all over it, even though he doesn't have the record. So the first real home run record was set in 1919 when Babe Ruth hit 29 home runs. At the time, that was an unheard of number. Well, 2 years later, 1921, he hit 59 home runs, and people at that point, everyone thought that'll never be broken. Well, 1927, Babe Ruth hit 60 home runs, the year of Murderers Row. He hits those 60, Yankees sweep their way to the World Series and destroy the rest of baseball. Well, that record, everyone was certain, would never be touched. And for 34 years, it wasn't. It was in 1961, the two Yankees, Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle, both chased after that record. But it wasn't without controversy. See, Babe Ruth played a schedule of 154 games. But 1961 was the first year of an expanded 162-game schedule. Adding further to that controversy is that as the season progressed, neither Mantle nor Maris broke the record in that 154-game mark. It took not 162, but a 163rd game for Roger Maris to get his 61st home run. There was a tie somewhere in the Yankees season, so they played game 163, and it was only then that Maris broke that record. It was so controversial that the commissioner of baseball even thought aloud that they ought to have an asterisk next to the number 61 because he had more games to break the record. And because of that, Babe Ruth's name was never completely detached from the single-season home run record. Well, 36 years later, 1997, both Mark McGwire and Ken Griffey Jr. are closing in on the record. Neither one of them gets there, but Ken Griffey Jr. is the best player in baseball. He is on his way to breaking all sorts of records, and then you have Mark McGwire, who isn't as complete of a player, but he is 6'5", 250, massive. When he connects, it goes 500 feet. He is your home run hitter. So he ends up with 58 home runs. Griffey ends up with 56. And adding to it, Mark McGwire had been traded from the Oakland A's to the St. Louis Cardinals at the trading deadline, July 31st of that 97 season. So he was about to be a free agent, and the Cardinals thought, well, we can get him in here, and we think he'll like playing for the Cardinals in front of the St. Louis fans, and maybe that'll be an advantage for us to sign him. And turned out it worked. In mid-September, Mark McGwire signed a contract to stay with the Cardinals, and he was a hero from that point on in St. Louis because he took less money than he could have gotten on the free agent market. He was just he thought that highly of St. Louis, the team, the city, the fans, all of it. So from that point on, the Cardinal fans were going to love him no matter what. Anyway, the season was getting underway, and Griffey and McGwire were the two names that everybody thought would challenge the record. We get into episode 2 next time, and we're going to talk about the early part of the season, the early contenders, including how McGwire and Griffey fared as that season started. Quick reminder, if you like what you're hearing, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, and keep an eye out for the next videos in this series. See you in episode 2.